everybody's present. I'm back to bringing books. I am everybody's present. And I'm the one smoking that shit that everybody's smelling. So you ain't gotta guess it, that's him. Watch out, and I'm the champion. Overdose flow, overdose slow, comatose. Whoa, that's a knockout. Don't make me hop out, pull a Glock out. Watch out for I let Will show you what the shop out. And BC's and Neanderthal, we see he bleed. Any nigga existing in 3D. And yeah, wrong, get it on, get them wrong. Get them very bombs, wanna send them home. Yeah, and J.S. Slave with the K.O.K. Lil nigga, but with the gun, but he take your space. And they gon' hate, but they gon' wait till our time's up. Now give me a clock, I can wind up.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! Master Soul! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! Master Soul!
Look, and if I don't get signed, it's a damn shame. Any damn lane is my damn lane. Move or get popped like a damn top of some champagne. Maybe ace in a damn spade. Move or rampage to the man crazy. Any damn thing go with you setting my aim. Shoot. And when I took him, I got room with the flow. You trash niggas polluting with the flow. So I would recommend me stepping in and wrecking them till it's the death for them. No weapon. I step with them, make metal bend. So let them in and I'm wetting them. Yeah, and I'm the best, fuck heckling him. So if you testing, I'm checking him. And I'm setting them regulations. I stepped it in, so holla at your boy, the champ is here. Yeah.
The champ is here! Jam Master of Soul! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! Jam Master of Soul! The champ is here! The champ is here! Jam Master of Soul! Oh Lord, Jam in the Box, Jam Master of Soul, doing it to you up in here on Club Saturday Night. Glad to be with you guys here on Club Saturday Night. Thanking you all for you being here with me here on WHPNN Radio Network. Yeah, that's what we are. And of course, we're streaming nationally throughout the internet, and we are streaming worldwide. Yes, we are. We're streaming to over 123 countries. Let's come into their neck of the woods. That's the 123, Dr. G? 200 countries. The Let's come into their neck of the woods to bring them Club Saturday Night. And I explain why I said that. Let me finish my intro here. Glad to be here with you to bring you Club Saturday Night here. And through our streaming, it wouldn't be possible if we didn't stream through one of our favorite directories. Of course, it is Speaker.com. Download the icon of Speaker.com and you can get Club Saturday Night. Just go into the search bar and just type in Club Saturday Night. Now, you're going to be surprised. You got a lot of good podcast shows on Speaker.com. Yes, you do. And you should check them out too, just as well. They're very, very, very good. And you'll be very pleased with what you want to hear throughout them. Of course, we are competitive with other music podcast shows, other podcast radio station shows too. So we are in competition with them just as well. I really haven't given that no real serious thought about that, but now I think I am gonna really be working hard at it. Thanks to iHeartRadio. We also are on iHeartRadio. So you can go to iHeartRadio, download its icon, and you can type in Club Saturday Night, and you will get us. You see the icon of the studio, and so that's our back room, and you will get Club Saturday Night, okay? Just by typing in the words, okay? Spotify, we're on Spotify, we're on Speaker.com, as I mentioned earlier, and also we are on Google Podcasts and Podcast Addict and Podchaser. We're on Denzer just as well. We're on Amazon Music. You can get us on Amazon Music too. And we're on Apple Podcasts. Yeah, we're on Apple Podcasts. Just go to Apple Podcasts and type in Club Saturday Night, and you'll get us on Club Saturday Night right there on Apple Podcasts. Wow, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful? And so we're there too. So we're on most of your major directories where you can reach Club Saturday Night. Glad to do so. Join me, of course, in the studio is my engineer, Dave the Man, who ran off and left me last week. And also in the studio is Dr. G. He is our music arranger who also ran off and left me last week. I'm tricking on everybody. You know, I'm tricking on everybody. I had nobody. I was doing everything by myself. Fumble up, stumble up, did some crazy stuff. You know, wow. And that's all I'm just gonna say about it. You know, so you guys know you're supposed to be hanging in here with me to help me and things of that nature to get things done. So, Dave the Man, my engineer, is here. And of course, we have some old school jams that we're going to be jamming the box with you on. And also, we will have someone, no, not someone, is it someone you should know? Someone you should know we will put that out there too, as well as Black History. Man, I'm telling you, it's not Black History Month, because Black History is 365 days in a year. And what is surprising to me is a lot of our young black people, just don't know anything about our history. Don't think we even have a history. Wow. You know, we went through the different stages of our young people coming into this world. And it is our responsibility to get information out. So we're going to use this platform by doing so, getting out Black history. So we're going to tell you about Black history because the black man has and black woman has created so much more than any race on this planet. Since we've been dissected into that, you know. It wasn't recognized as race a long time ago before the takeover of our current takeover, the white man himself. It was not that. Okay, no one identified as race. We were one. We were the human race. Since then, we've been dissected into various groups or race of people, and with that. It seemed like diluted is what we have done, not talked about. When I hear Donald Trump says he wants to make America great again, as if America itself made itself great without its people. Without the indigenous people, the black man and the black woman. The inventors. The cell phone that you talk on right now. Did you know that was invented by a black man? Penicillin, a black man. The first open heart surgery done here in Chicago by a black man. Did you not know that? The railroad and the railroad spike, black man. Grandfather clock. Boy, I love that grandfather clock. Black man. Did you not know that? That was done by a black man. Wow. Yep, absolutely. So, black people have made it this world with all of its inventions. And despite the watered down education, still fought hard to earn his education and still was and is inventors. So 365 days in a year is Black History. And so we're going to share it with you. We're on once a week on a Saturday night. And so we're going to share that with you on this particular platform. Yeah, we are. Dave the Man, I haven't left out anything. I haven't left out anything. What are you doing in the background? All right. Dave is putting on the Rat Pack in the background. Okay. Well, Dr. G, glad that you're here. And you are What do you mean? You don't want to say you want to say it live? No.
What good would common sense for it do?
What's your name? Okay.
'Cause it's witchcraft.
Regina. Okay. All right, Regina. That's a pretty name, Regina. Welcome to WPNN Radio Network, Regina. Welcome to our studio.
Although I know it's
All right, Doc. Okay, Doc's sitting over there drinking his famous drink, his Hennessy. You just continue, Doc. I'll pass on that. Thank you very much. Dave the man, of course, bought in some Dave beer. As usual, he got Dave Light. I know you don't call it Dave Light. What do you call it? Forget it. I'm not gonna say it. All right. Okay. Well, Dave. I mean, you can tell me the name. What is? I'm gonna call it Dave Light. But what is?
Nicer witch than you.
Roots. You know, like ROOTS. Roots beer. Roots light beer. You're right. Thank you for Dave Light. Roots light beer. Wow. Okay. That's Dave the man. What we do, how we do, when we do up in here on Club Saturday Night. That's what we're going to be doing. And Dave the man. Yeah. I like that. I like that witchcraft. Yeah, I do. That's Frank Sinatra in the background. Yeah. All right. Take it away, Dave, and let's kick the show off. Jam in the Box, Jam Master Soul. Club Saturday Night.
Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one that I'd never switch. 'Cause there's no nicer witch than you.
How about us, baby? How about us? How about Love so bad.
again.
Do it to me once again.
You are my life. I have to go. Have me any way you want to. Just take care and love me till my tears are gone. 'Cause you are my starship. Take me up tonight and don't be late. Yes, you are my starship. Take me up tonight and don't be late. And don't you come too soon. Baby, yeah. My starship, come take me up tonight and don't be late. Yes, you are my starship, come take me up tonight and don't be late. And don't you come too soon. I can't say it's here that you want me. Just can't say I don't want nobody giving you a thing. For me, can't say 'cause you are my starship, come take me up tonight and don't be late. Yes, you are my starship, come take me up tonight and don't be late. And don't you come too soon. Baby, oh yeah, take me up tonight and don't be late. Oh, you are my starship, won't you take me tonight and don't be late. And don't you come too soon. You and me, girl, go a long way back. And I'm so proud, yeah. You and me, girl, go a long way back.
I remember when loving you wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, baby. But I stuck on in there with you, and we made sugar, we made it through it all. Now let's keep it up, 'cause I ain't had enough. No, go a long way back, such a long, 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 long way. You and me together. Go a long way back. We go a long way back. And I know you remember when trying to love me wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, baby. But you stuck on in there with me, and you see what? We made it. Just you and me, and we love each other so till we can't let each other go. You and me, girl, go a long way back. Such a long, 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 long.
that I'm so into you. You keep me satisfied in every way. You know that there's no one coming to you. Insatiable woman, my body's yours. There is no you can do the things you do for me and bring me to that ecstasy. Ooh, you really turn me on. When I walk to each day, you kiss me at the door and say, don't stay too long, honey, don't stay too long. Insatiable woman, I'm in love with you. I never felt like this before. I'm gonna keep giving my love to you. Insatiable woman, my body's yours. Gonna make it alright. Do it all night. Insatiable woman, my body's yours. We're gonna make it alright. And do it all night, all night. My body's yours. Insatiable woman. Insatiable woman. Girl, I love what you do to me. You're sweet as a lover can be. Insatiable woman, my body's yours. Girl, I love what you do to me. You're sweet as a lover can be. Insatiable woman, my body's yours. Insatiable woman.
Old school sound, huh? That's what we doing, old school sound here on Club Saturday Night. Jam in the box, y'all. Jam Master Soul. WHPNN Radio Network.
I don't know what was said, my baby. I thought that everything was fine. You say you got to get away to find yourself.
Nothing is what I am without you here in my life. Goodbye. Doesn't mean nothing with you and I. Our love has stood through all the tests of time. Yes, it has. If you're planning to leave me behind.
to be. I hope you see that he can lean on me, and together we can calm the stormy seas. With love so strong and so unselfishly, and I tell you now that I made a vow, I'm giving you the best that I've got, baby. Yes, I tell you now that I made a vow, I'm giving you the best that I've got, honey. Everybody's got opinions about the way they think our story's gonna end. Some folks feel it's just a superficial thrill. Everybody's gonna have to think again. We've loved so strong
Tell the box jump master. So, Dave the man, doing what you do, how you do what you do. Here on Club Saturday Night, man, feeling it on a beautiful Saturday at 12:37 p.m. No, it's a.m. I'm sorry, a.m. Excuse me, a.m. Yeah. Thank you for that little tweak there, but it is a.m. Coming up, someone you should know, and someone you should know, you already know a little bit about this person. And I wanted to feature, and this was interesting when I brought it up because I got silence in the room and I didn't understand why. I brought up because I wanted to feature Elijah Muhammad. I wanted to put something out there. This is a black man who done a positive thing, regardless of all the political hate, regardless of all the political sayings that you may hear out there, especially among white Americans, and even some interesting black Americans. But nevertheless, I am not interested in any of that, trying to soothe and please any of those. I want to bring a black man that done something good in the hood and who lifted himself up, who never finished high school, who never finished grammar school, but you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. Because he had other surroundings and people to help him grow. But he credit all to the great I am. You know, now we all have our different names as a great I am have so many names. I'm sure he'll tell you I have many names. But you still is featuring me. So I wanted to do that. I was talking to Karen Young Jordan, and we were looking at that. It was nothing long. We didn't go into no long speech. No. She said, no, I think Malcolm X will be the best for you to go with right now. And I was kind of like drawn back a little bit right now. You know, I mean, that right now kind of like right now, you know. So I looked at that and I say, well, you know, Malcolm is a good feature to talk about. And we should talk about Malcolm X. You know, we should look at Malcolm X. And so I said, okay, well, you know, okay, we can do Malcolm. I got no problem in doing Malcolm. But I don't want to leave off the table Elijah Muhammad. You know, I don't want to leave that off the table. He's part of our community. He's part of Black America. He's part of our history. And especially our history in Chicago, one of the largest racist cities in the Union, besides LA. So I didn't want to, you know, run north, or New York. I didn't want to run north with that. So, you know, I guess Karen must have read the expression on my face, and she was like, well, you know, we can, I mean, I'm not saying that we can't do that. I'm just saying that we were prepared, and we prepared, and we found something that we thought would be fitting for this week, but we can do that if that's what you want to do. We can do that for next week. We can do. So here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to feature Malcolm X talks at a meeting. I'm going to give you snippets of it. I'm not going to give you the entire meeting because it was really long. It was like a 40-minute meeting. It was like 39 minutes and 52-second meeting. So we're not going to eat up that much time on someone you should know. But we're going to give you some snippings of it and give you the eloquency of Malcolm X. Giving you the confidence of Malcolm X. Giving you the real black man, Malcolm X. Giving you a man that can stand in his own square and hold his own, Malcolm X. Giving you a man that can even help you to stand in your square, male or female, black man, black woman, Malcolm X. So without any further ado, here is Malcolm X.
MCA Studios in New York. In a moment, we're going to join our listeners in Buffalo on WBNY. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Sauce Arturo, the Whitestone Press, Nat Sherman Cigars and Cigarettes. The Dandy Mattress Company presents the news, Northwest Orient Airlines, the Comer Marcus Company, Zion Kosher Meat Products, Sweet Touch Neat Tea, Empire Furniture Factories, Fieldston Green Apartments, and Stumer's Bread. And now, once again, Barry Gray on WMCA New York, and as of this instant, we're
September
live
the 20th,
on WBNY in Buffalo, another member of the Strauss Broadcasting Group. Tonight, as a matter of fact, in just a moment or two, I'll be talking with Dick Powell, who's reporting from Hollywood via our Strauss beeper phones. Then I'll be talking in the studio to Malcolm X. He is the leader of the nationalist Negro movement known as the Muslims, and Mr. X early this morning met with Cuba's Fidel Castro here at the Hotel Teresa in New York. Let me meet now Mr. Malcolm X, leader of the nationalist Negro movement known as the Muslims, who early this morning met at the Hotel Teresa in Harlem with Fidel Castro. You would call that an accurate description of the group and the day's events?
Most inaccurate.
Go ahead. Straighten me out.
Well, thank you, Mr. Gray. And I would like to point out that when you refer to us or to me as the leader of the black nationalist Negro group in Harlem, known as the Muslims, I don't think that you could say anything that would be farther from the truth.
I didn't use the word black. I'll read it again. I said leader of the nationalist Negro movement known as the Muslims.
Yes, well, that's worse yet.
Well, that's me. I keep getting my foot in it.
That's right. A Muslim, a nationalist, and I think it should be explained to you the difference between a Muslim and a nationalist. The black nationalists, a Muslim, we're Muslims. And a Muslim is one who believes that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the apostle of Allah. We're not known as Muslims, we are Muslims. And a nationalist usually is a political group whose objective is the betterment of the black man, but usually they don't stress religion, they don't stress God, nor do they stress moral reformation. Now, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the one whom I represent, is the spiritual head of the fastest growing group of black Muslims in the Western Hemisphere. And by Muslims, we mean that we are a religious group We believe in God. We believe in moral reformation. And as you probably recall, in the Time magazine a year ago in July, they referred to him as one of the greatest moral reformers who has ever appeared among the so-called Negroes, because he has absolutely been successful in eliminating the addiction to dope, to tobacco, to alcohol. We're anti-alcohol, anti-tobacco, anti-dope, anti-adultery, anti-prostitution, anti-stealing, anti-anything that's contrary to the law. So I would like to make that point. We are a religious group of Muslims. We are not, as you would put it, black nationalists.
I didn't say black nationalists.
Well, Negro nationalists. And there's no such thing as a Negro nationalist. A Negro never thinks of his own kind to the extent where he has the spirit of nationalism. When a man begins to refer to himself as a nationalist, he refers to himself as a black man.
Mr. X, that was just what you've just said is just because of my introduction. I'm almost afraid to ask the first question.
Yes, sir, but I mean, I wanted to straighten that out because
we may be here till dawn.
That's correct. But I think it's better to be here until dawn and have the correct opinion of each other than to be misinformed.
I take back the introduction, and you are the leader, the associate leader of what?
I am Mr. Elijah Muhammad's representative or minister to the Muslims in the New York area, a religious group who follows the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Now, Bob Sylvester, you certainly may, if Mr. X doesn't, but you have to get on mic.
All right.
We don't have booms.
I would like to ask just a very inoffensive and kind question. I'm very interested in jazz music, and I've seen so many jazz musicians go to the trend of what they call Islamic. Is that yours?
We who follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad abstain from the show world or show business, because usually to participate in that, you're surrounded by alcohol and you're surrounded by people who are drunk. You're surrounded by people who are out trying to have a good time. It's an environment that can cause a lot of trouble. And when we follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we try to avoid trouble. And one of the best places to stay away from, if you want to avoid trouble, is nightclubs where people get drunk and usually don't know what they're doing or what they're saying.
And yet every one of the boys that I know that have gone to what they call Islamic do not drink, do not smoke, they do drink coffee, and they're very quiet. Is it the same?
All Muslims are the same. A Muslim is a brother.
I will retire.
No, it's all right, Bob. You made one statement, Mr. X. You said that something about having a good time. Would you just recall that for me a moment ago?
No, you'll have to recall.
You're not against having a good time.
We're not against having a clean good time. See, Mr. Muhammad emphasizes
this
cleanliness.
Is all relevant, I think.
Yes,
when you get into the word clean.
Clean, yes. Well, it's a person's... some people have a different conception of clean, but we who follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad take it for exactly what it means. We try and clean ourselves up physically, morally, spiritually, and otherwise.
Isn't it true that a cafe singer named Roy Hamilton appeared at your Harlem Roundup recently?
Yes, sir.
Well, isn't he a nightclub entertainer?
He sings in the nightclub.
Well, you wouldn't decry his method of earning a living.
We don't decry his method of earning a living. But I say we who follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to the best that we can avoid any involvement in any environment that's not conducive to good morals. And we have many of our brothers who used to be in show business. After they are in a position economically to leave it, they leave it. As you know yourself, most of our people, most of the so-called Negroes who have become quite famous in show business usually die in poverty. They don't have.
That's not because of show business.
No, it's not because of show business. It's because of the system.
What system is that, Mr. X? This is way off our original discussion.
I think we better get to our original discussion.
I'm curious about the system. What are we talking about now?
Well, sir, you take show business. Take, for instance, they say that Ella Fitzgerald is the queen, but Ella Fitzgerald is still struggling. Struggling economically. Wherein
I'll never know why.
Wherein people who come along and imitate her go beyond her. They get television shows. They go forward. There are no barriers, no obstacles in their path.
You're telling me now that there are barriers because Ella Fitzgerald is a Negro?
Because she's non-white, I would say there are barriers, yes.
Well, how about Harry Belafonte and Sammy Davis and Sidney Poitier?
They're in a category, I'd say that Sammy Davis is in a unique category.
He's a great entertainer. That's why he's unique.
All by himself. He's in a unique category all by himself.
What about Sidney Poitier?
He's in a unique category all by himself, and he's respected somewhat. I should say he's respected, but I think you'll find that many of the so-called Negro musicians or entertainers who have crossed the line marriage-wise, very seldom do you find their audiences remain predominantly so-called Negro. Usually their billings or their dates or their schedules they're more downtown or in white theaters or nightclubs predominantly patronized by whites than among their own kind. For instance, there are some so-called Negro entertainers who, after undertaking a white wife, for instance, you could go all over Harlem and never find one of their records on the Nickelodeon.
Well, whose fault is that?
Well, that's not the point. Still, the point is, after they make such moves, it affects them with their own people more so than is commonly realized. Now, that's not dealing in any specific personalities, but I say...
I don't know what this has got to do with our discussion.
Well, you brought it up.
No, you said that the system created a great deal of anguish, I guess is the word, that Ella Fitzgerald wasn't doing so well. The last time I looked, Ella Fitzgerald was the highest paid singer of her kind.
Mr. Gray, that the majority of it, you can always pull out exceptions.
Well, you named Ella Fitzgerald.
That's right, but still, you can always pull out exceptions. But the majority of the so-called Negro entertainers, whether it's in the actual field of music or whether it's in the field of sports, like fighting, usually, despite the amount of money that they draw in at the gate, they end up in poverty.
Well, that would be the fault of their economic advisors or their own bad inherent sense of business. You can't blame the system for that.
When the system is responsible for their bad, as you call it, inherent sense of business. The system, the environment under which they grow up, is responsible for their bad sense of
Let me tell you about an example that perhaps you do not know, and perhaps I'm telling tales out of school because we are very good friends. But Sidney Poitier is a Negro actor of great stature and very widely respected. And Mr. Poitier, who is in his mid-30s, actually today will never have to work again if he doesn't care to, because he's been so well advised and so well set up in a financial way that literally he will never have to work again if he doesn't wish to. Yeah. Fortunately, he wishes to.
Yes, well,
so the responsibility of finding proper advisors would seem to be upon the performer. The public can't be blamed, or the show business bookers can't be blamed because someone who earns $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 a week is not wise enough to entrust it to someone who is honest and gives good advice. And there are hundreds of such people around. All you have to do is find them.
Yes, well, you find them, sir.
Oh, I'd be glad to give you the name of a good business manager.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm not looking for one. I think I have the best business manager in the world, and that's the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, if you want to get to him...
Do you have a statement of net worth with you so we can judge this?
Sir?
No, that's a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the next segment of this discussion, a brief reintroduction. I'm talking with Malcolm X. He is an associate of Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the group known as the Muslims. Is that correct?
He's the leader of the Muslims in the largest group of black Muslims in the Western Hemisphere. They're not known as the Muslims, they are Muslims. Just like you're not known as Barry Gray, you are Barry Gray.
You want to bet? Let's pause here for the news after this important minute in New York and in Buffalo.
All right. Does give you someone you should know who can hold his own. Excuse me, I have a sinus issue because of the weather changing. Malcolm X, really an excellent speaker, a fine speaker, a man that can hold his own against so many. There are so many great men, black men, that our young people don't know. And Malcolm just happened to be one that most young people do know or heard of. But have they heard of James Baldwin? I bet you they haven't. Who is James Baldwin? One of the most excellent speakers, black man, who spoke at white universities, and the only black person in the room. We need to tell our people about this history. They need to know where you come from. This is just a snippet of the history. I haven't even reached back into Kemet, that they call Egypt now. But they need to know what Egypt is. That's the white man's terminology and the name for it. That's not his original name. They need to know these things. They need to know that the Middle East is middle of what? It was never a middle. Middle to what? That's the continent of Africa. Period. So they changed the maps. Get rid of your old encyclopedias that would show that. Focus on the brand new ones. Wet ones now, you know. So, because the map has changed. The Middle East by itself. The Middle East is part of the African continent, of the continent of Africa. And some of our young people don't want to even hear history. They even cut classes of history. If you don't know history, not only your history, but their history, if you don't know the history, then how can you stand firmly in your square? And we got to teach our people this. We have to let our young people know about this. And I know I know. I got one too. I have one too. But you can never give up. 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 You have to continue to reach and reach. A wise man told me a long time ago, especially when it came down to a boy, a black boy. He told me as a young black man, along the years, sometimes you will forget some things, and then along the way, somebody would say something else that would trigger that or will repeat that. And you go, yeah, I remember that. And he told me, he said, it's easy to bend a boy than it is to bend a man. I heard another same continent expression. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Think about it. So if you have a young man, it's easier to reach them now. Maybe tough, but it's easier to go forward, to reach them, to bend them to the right area. Because once they become that man, they harden up. And you can't bend them no more. You can't bend them no more. Tragic things happen usually in poor neighborhoods when that transpires, even in rich neighborhoods too now. So just have to share this with you, someone you should know. I don't want to drag it on out or anything like that, but I just have to mention some of the features that we will be talking about on Someone You Should Know. But just have to put up Malcolm X, you know, because he's such an eloquent speaker. Thank you, Dave the Man, doing what he do, how he do, what he do, right here on Club Saturday Night. As we jam in the box, y'all. Continue to do what we do, how we do, when we do. Club Saturday Night.
I've never been so much in love before. What a difference a true love made in my life. be real. You gave me this beating, baby, this rhythm inside. You made me feel good and feel nice and feel love. Gave me paradise. So shouldn't I realize you're the highest of the high? If you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Shouldn't I realize? Shouldn't I realize you're the highest of the high? If you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder. So tell me how long it's gonna take until you speak, babe. 'Cause I can't live my life without you here by my You gave me the feeling in my life. So shouldn't I realize? Shouldn't I realize you're the highest of the high? You're the highest of the high. If you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Shouldn't I realize you're the highest of the high? If you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder.
The thing that's different about a verbal
Oh, Lord, jumping about your message. So, Dave the Man, we got, I'm sorry. I had to run to the bathroom and come back. My allergies are acting up really, really bad. So please forgive me. I missed my cue. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, okay. Well, there it is. Thank you, Dave, for taking over, as usual. I appreciate you, as always. Jamming the box, jamming out the soul. Might sound late great. Never thought I'd say that. Late great Aretha. Yeah, hold it, baby. Club Saturday night. Club Saturday night.
What it is I might be doing is something that's all night. Yeah. This funk is like an extra strength pain reliever. I make it feel better than you ever did before. You're just a beat indication. It is a funk revelation. Baby, come on, enjoy my funky sensation. It's just a matter of time. But first you must relax your mind. Come on, shake it, but don't break it. I'm calling all you party people. Come on and dig this funky sensation. Yeah.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Yeah.
My funky sensation.
There it is. Whoa, feel it. Yeah. It's everywhere, baby. All over you, baby. Sensation. Ooh, baby. Ain't it good? Oh, sensation. Ain't it funky now? Ooh, baby. They ain't having nothing but a funky good time going on, baby. I'll be there, yeah.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? My funky sensation. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? My funky sensation.
Baby,
Can you feel it?
my funky sensation. Yeah, feel real good, yeah. Sure is funky. You ain't never had no funk like this before.
Hi, everybody. I'm Archie Bell with the Trails of Houston, Texas. We don't only sing, but we dance just as good as we want. In Houston, we just started a new dance called the Tighten Up. This is the music we tighten up with. First, tighten up on the drum. Come on now, drummer. I want you to tighten it up for me now. Oh, yeah. Tighten up on that bass now. Tighten it up. Yeah. Now let that guitar fall in. Oh yeah. Tighten up on the organ now. Yeah, you do the tighten up. Yeah now. I said if you can do it now. You showing me tough. Now look here. Come on now. Now make it mellow. Let's tighten it up now. Do the tighten it up. Everybody can do it now. So get to it. We're gonna tighten up. Do the tighten up. You can do it now. So baby get to it. Do your left now. Do your right. Everybody can do it. But don't you get too tight. Come on and tighten up. Tighten it up now. Tighten it up now. Tighten it up. Do the tighten up. Come on and tighten it up. Tighten it up now. Come on now, Billy. Tighten it up. Oh yeah. Tighten it up now. Tighten it up. Come on. Tighten up that baby. Oh yeah. Now look here. I want that guitar to fall in on that. Tighten it up now. Oh yeah. Now tighten it up, boys. Yeah, now everybody tighten it up now. Now look here. We're gonna make it mellow for you now. We're gonna make it mellow now.
play at a club outside of town. I was so surprised, I was hypnotized by the sound this cat put down. When I saw this short fat guy stretch a man between his toes, hey, I laughed so hard 'cause the man got down when it finally reached his nose. Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band. You never heard a sound like the rubber band. Man, you're bound to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam. Got that rubber band up on his toe, and then he wriggled it up around his nose. Guaranteed to blow your mind. And all it means is just keeping time. Kind of love. Did he learn that? Oh, I have to get away. Prepare yourself for the rubber band, man. You'll never heard a sound like a rubber band. Whoa, you love lose control. Rubber band starts to jam. Rubber band, man, rubber band, man. Much of this stuff do we think we can stand? So much rhythm, grace, and debonair for one man. Oh. And then it had the nerve to twinkle his left toe, but to his knee, got the feeling in his head gone. Oh, come on, baby. Won't you clap yourself? Hear me? Never heard a sound. Oh, man. Steady lights to jam. Moving up and down across the land. Got a wiggle all in his waist. Everything about it seems out of place. Just a move, just a rubber band man. Just a move, just a move, just a rubber band man. Get down, oh, get down, brother.
Do you wanna get funky? smiling in your face.
All the time they wanna take your place, the backstabbers.
Backstabbers, they smiling in your face.
All the time they wanna take your place, the backstabbers.
Backstabbers,
all you fellas who have some money and you really care, yeah, then it's all the fellas who better beware, yeah. Somebody's out to get your lady. A few of your buddies, they sure look shady. Blades alone, but tight in their fist. Aiming straight at your back, and I don't think they'll miss
what they do. They smile in your face.
all the time. They wanna take your place, the backstabbers. I keep getting all these visits from my friends. Yeah, what they doing to me? They come to my house again and again and again and again. Yeah. So are they there to see my woman? I don't even be home, but they just keep on coming. What can I do to get on the right track? I wish they'd take some of these knives out my back.
What they do. They smile in your face.
All the time they wanna take your place, the backstabbers. Low down, dirty.
What they do. They smile in your face.
Smiling faces, sometimes they're fast.
They smile in your face.
I don't mean low down, dirty guys. Down, might be your neighbor, your next door neighbor, yeah.
we're back, baby. Saturday night, Club Saturday Night, jamming the box, jamming out the soul. Hey, Lord, but say rap tapping on that doorstep. Let this boogie in. Come on, girl. What it's all about. Yeah, holiday, baby. Club Saturday night, jamming the box, Jam Master Soul, doing it to you up in here. Yeah. Dave the Man, of course, is here. He's with me. He's in the studio. What's up, Dave, my engineer? I'm just messing with you just a little bit, Dave. Gotta have fun with my guy, don't I? My time with the jam, baby. Hold tight. Black History Fact coming up next. I do what we do, how we do, when we do. That's what we do on Club Saturday Night. Black History Fact, 365 days in a year. Yeah. Sometimes we get into our music so much so until I forget. But it's good to have reminders. Let me know what's up, Dr. G. Man. Dave the man. Do what we do, how we do, when we do. Up in here on Club Saturday Night. Up next, little known Black History Fact.
Robinhood is an investing app that lets you
time I would hear a sad song, I would die. It reminds me of when you and I were so much in love. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I'd just sit at home and I'd weep. But now all that has changed. I found someone to ease my pain.
I'm going to expose a secret among black people,
trying to tell you,
African Americans. I'm going to expose just one secret.
Well, there's no more sleepless nights, no more heartaches, and no more fights. And you understand, yes I can, that you didn't mean me no good. And right now my heart is so happy, I'm so happy, baby. I don't need you no more. I found somebody new, somebody can make me
Loving the great Teddy Pendergrass. Man, I'm telling you. Gets no better than that with Teddy. Ah, man, jamming the box, your master soul.
Edelman struggling with reception.
Where are you going with this? Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Jamming the box, your master soul. I'm going to give you something that you already know. It's a secret, but it's a secret that you know, but it's not the secret that I'm talking about. But I'm going to give you that one first. The secret that you already know is that we rarely support black business and we are getting better at it. We need to get better at it. In other words, we need to increase. But black business, what you own, you need to stop what you're doing. Because you feel that because you got black patrons and you got the overheads that is competitive, that you need to give them less inferior work. Do you know that the work that you give is the foundation of who your company and you are? You can't give inferior work. Now, I got to give credit where credit is due, and I'm not trying to highlight nobody, but other business, I'm going to say it like that, other businesses, not many others, but other businesses, which is a multitude better than the many that don't do, give reputable, give best quality of their service. It's a legacy that's been built from that point. Their dad did it, and now it left the business to the son, and now the son has to inherit that to do the same, but he has an opportunity to prove himself among the clientele that dad built. Ain't that something? And you wonder why and how. There ain't no damn secret. It's just a reality check. So black businesses, because I had one that came here and did a lousy job, black businesses, you need to stop doing cut work things to your people and give them the quality that's needed while you're demanding that you're not being supported by your own. You got to give the quality work. Now, I'm not saying everyone doesn't do that. I'm not saying that. Please don't write me. Don't email me. I'm not saying that. I'm talking on the ones that fits this category. So the secret is you, contractor, need to give a quality work, and black people will support you. I'm going to say it again because somebody missed it. Somebody in contracting missed it. I got to say it again. You give quality work. Your people, just because you got that one client, do you not know the reality check of that one client can send over 1,000 clients to you? Say it again. Do you not know that one client can send many clients to you over a year time, over a 3-year time? The quality of your work breeds. The quality of your work breeds more people to come to you, especially if you're a black-owned business. The quality. Think about your favorite restaurant that's black-owned, and you go there all the time because the cook just cook his ass off him. He's the baddest cook around. But when you search back into his history and you find out that he became a cook, been in the Navy, and he got out of the Navy, and he expanded his and I can't think of the proper name for it. So I'm not going to even make an attempt on it. I apologize, but I can't think of it. But he became a very good cook in that particular field. Very good, and cook is an insulting word, but a very good chef. Yeah, there it is. In that field. His food tastes so good. Why do you think sometimes Olive Garden food tastes so good? They got a chef, baby. A lot of these restaurants that taste so good because they got chefs in it. Whether they recognize or non-recognize, they got chefs. Sometimes they're going to make mistakes, but they got chefs. Chef, not chef. Chef. Say it right, Rick. Chef. They got chef in it. Chef, Okay? That's why they do so well. Now, here's the secret. Here's the secret I'm talking about. Here's the secret I'm talking about. Here's the secret I'm talking about. Okay, let's go to the secret. We got to go to the secret. Boy. I'm getting to be a singer, so I lose my thoughts sometimes. Supporting your business and supporting your own and supporting other business is the key to success of your own business. Supporting other black businesses is the key to success of your business. When you look at how many billions of dollars that black people spend, how many billions of dollars do they spend in getting hair that's not even from their own, or their distant relatives' hair, even if they don't claim to be black, but they are, but distant relatives' hair, Indian hair, India hair. Hair from, do you know that white women donate their hair to certain areas that can be made into wigs so you can put it on your head? Do you know that's $1 billion industry? That's just that industry. How about the different grade of hair that comes and added to that industry that highlights that industry even more? But how many black women cut their hair to sell? They don't. They just don't. It's just like it's against the rule. They don't. I'm not saying they should, but they don't. So you put other people's hair on you, just have hair come down to your back. Jamaica showed you that all you have to do is just put your hair in dreadlocks, and your hair can grow just as long as a white person, have even longer down to the floor, even beyond the floor. They showed you that. So why have to show you something that's quite obvious, but it wasn't in so many people, so they had to show them. They had to show them. So you will be able to prosper. This is what I'm about to tell you. You'll be able to prosper while you're trying to tighten your image, change your image, whatever you want to do to your image. You will look good. Whether you have a wig on or non-wig. And I encourage you, if you don't have a wig, wear your natural hair. I never understood why you had to have a wig on your head when you have natural hair and you're not bald. I never, ever, ever, never understood that. And then on your head, it looks like a wig. Okay? It looks like a wig. It's not look like a wig. It looks like a wig slapped on your head. And you don't get it. Because you're repeating the negativity from tradition. I remember in Psychology Today, they said, we're going to be able to take other people's hair, this is what I'm about to tell you, and sell it to the black community, and they'll stop braiding their hair, they'll stop taking care of their hair, they'll stop dealing with their hair, because we're going to make it convenient for them to go to the hair salon that we can sew into their head fake hair or hair that's not from them or from their race. Psychology Today in 1983 said that. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Search and find it. Read the article, because it's a thick book. Read the damn article. Oh, can you give me a little bit more leeway? No, do your own homework. I just told you, 1973, Psychology Today. That's what they said. It's in that book. It's in that magazine that came out, publicized on a national scale. Library may have it. Check it out. Now you want me to look it up for you? Not gonna happen. That's what they said back then. And it was 1992 when I read it. Okay? Just let you know. Gotta let you know. That the secret is that we sometimes not only so much down on ourselves, but we sometimes just don't think that what was so good that's been displayed and we pass by and view it, it's not for us. That we pass by and view it because they didn't build a stand for us to be able to walk up some stairs, it's not for us. We have to get out of this environment. We have to get out of this mindset. We have to get out of this hypnosis set. Because that's the only way we're going to make some changes and change the world for the better good. It doesn't mean that tragic things won't happen. It just simply means that we will chart better, do better, operate better, have better assistance. We'll be able to do better. Well, without saying any further ado, I don't want to keep going on. Let's do what we do, how we do when we do, because I get the signal. They just throwing signals up. Now the signal don't turn red. So, okay, all right. Do what you do, Dave. Here it is. Jam in the Box, Jam Master Soul, winding down on Club Saturday Night.
Silver moon shining on my bed.
Jam on it, baby.
Beside my pillow.
Club Saturday Night.
Light the pathway.
Yes, baby.
Bring that man to me. Oh, something tells me my words go straight to his heart. And ooh, something tells me you will be all mine, baby.
I'm going to show you a sneaky yet ethical way to make money with properties you don't own. Check this out. And it's called rental arbitrage, which is just a fancy way for saying taking something in one market and selling it for a higher price in another market. And I'm going to show you how it works step by step. It's very simple. Here's a one-bedroom apartment in Atlanta, Georgia. This thing is not owned by me. It's owned by somebody else, Mr. Owner Dude. And he's looking for $1,200 a month for somebody to rent this, or $40 a day. And what if, instead of renting it to a typical tenant, he agrees to rent it to me, a B&B'er, and I get his permission, or her permission, to put it on Airbnb at $130 a day. $130 a day times 20 days. Guests are staying in the property 20 days out of the month, which is average on Airbnb. Now that means that we are making $2,600. $2,600. How much of that do I keep? After I pay $1,200 to the owner, and let's say $200 in utilities, because this is a tiny little one-bedroom apartment, that means that I'm going to make $1,200 a month. $1,200 a month, or $14,400 a year on a little property that I don't own. Now, granted, you have to have a cleaning company come in and clean the place after each guest, but the cool thing is you can charge that cleaning fee on top of your normal daily rates on Airbnb. The guests pay for the cleaning. Does that make sense? Very, very simple process. Now, here's where it gets really powerful. I know $1,200 a month may or may not change your life. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. But check this out. What if you were to start collecting these? What if you were to get 1 the first month, 2 the second month, 3 the third month? What if you were to do this 7 times in a row? Why 7? Well, because that's what I did. I did this in the first 6 months on Airbnb, was able to quit the job that I hated, live the lifestyle that I want, and I did it all without owning any properties, without having to get mortgages or go into debt or take any real risk, and more importantly, I learned how to do it without even having to sign a long-term lease. So if you want to learn this method and you want to learn more about my system for getting properties and scaling an Airbnb business, I recommend that you get my book. It's a free book. All you do is pay shipping and handling. It's called How to Become Financially Independent on Airbnb. And what I'll do is I'll walk you through and I'll show you my properties. I'll show you how much I'm making on each one of them. I'll tell you more about this system and how it works, and hopefully get you making money on Airbnb in the next 30 days. So click right now around this video, get a copy of my book. If you don't absolutely love it, I will give you your money back. Click the button, get the book, and I'll see you soon.
Do you feel puzzled why trades often turn against you as soon as you buy a stock? It is not your fault. The market has been virtually rigged by algorithmic trading. Billionaire investor Ray Dalio said artificial intelligence is widening the wealth gap and that a national emergency should be declared. And he is right. Why? 80% of the trades are made by the machine, according to Deutsche Bank. If you wonder why you've been losing money, it's because the machine is outsmarting you. Think about this. It's nearly impossible to beat a computer at chess. The same thing is happening in the stock market. Want to learn a simple method to use artificial intelligence to win like Wall Street pros? We will teach you how to use AI to 5x your probability of winning a trade. Click below for our free report and start receiving our AI-powered trade alerts.
Every night I would cry my heart out over you. It used to be every day I would wish you here close to me. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I just sit at home and I'd weep. But now all that has changed. I found someone to ease my pain. and it don't hurt now. No, not now. Baby, it don't hurt now. No, not now. Well, there's no more sleepless nights, no more heartaches, no more fights, and it don't hurt now. Not now. It used to be every time I would hear a sad song, I would die. It reminds me of when you and I was so much in love. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I'd just sit at home and I'd weep. But now all that has changed. I found someone to ease my pain. Oh, no, not now. Trying to tell you it don't hurt now. No, not now. Well, there's no more sleepless nights, no more heartaches, and no more fights, and it don't hurt now. No, no, not now. See, there's no more sleepless nights, no more heartaches, and no more fights. Now all that has changed. I found someone to ease my pain. Trying to tell you, woman, it don't hurt now. See, there's no more sleepless nights, no more heartaches, and no more fights, and it don't hurt now. No, not now. Will you listen to me? Don't hurt now. Please, don't hurt now. Trying to tell you that it don't now. No, not now. No. Hey, hey, no. It don't hurt no more. I think it's over. I think it's over. I think it's over. It's over between me and you. Between me and you, baby. Tired of being alone. Tired of sitting all alone. I think I can make it without you. I think I can make it without you. Think I can make it. Think I can make it without you, baby. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I don't need you no more. 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 No, 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 no. I'm a grown man. Yes, I am. Think I can understand. Yes, I can. But you didn't mean me no good. And right now, my heart is so happy. I'm so happy, baby. I don't need you no more. I found somebody can make me feel better than you could ever do. I don't need you no more.
Ironic. Edelman's struggling with reception. Time to switch to Verizon, the most reliable 5G network in America.
I'm listening.
You even get a free 5G phone on them.
Touchdown! Switch now and get the new Google Pixel 7 Pro on us, only on Verizon.